Hey y'all, we are going to do a Hella Handmade Creations live tonight. Now this is for December's HHC. I know November HHC is still open. Hi Annie Marie. It is still open through the 21st. Today is what, I don't know because I'm getting messages. Everyone go away. Really should put my watch on theater mode. Today's the 20th, so you have one more day tomorrow to make your purchases for November HHC, but I do have December stuff to show off. Hi, Laura. Hi, Tammy. Again, I always say this in all of my box lives, all of the pre-sale box things, so Little Box of Horrors, HHC, Polish Pickup. I know that it is abnormal to do this close to closing or while it's still open, but due to due date constraints and the fact that I do unboxings and first reactions with y'all, I have to get this open so I can swatch. One of these makers in particular has a due date of tomorrow, so I need to get it out of here and swatch it, and y'all know, again, I don't open this stuff without doing it with you, so that's why my deadlines and posting schedule's a little bit different than other swatchers out there. So as I said, this is HHC December. Everything in here was sent to me to swatch and send photos into the brands. The lives are 100% my own doing. Everything in all of these is always my own opinions. Have to say that all and get it out of the way for YouTube purposes. Hi, Always Polished Life. But yes, I'm excited to get into here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different brands tonight. December's HHC is normal HHC as well as the Valentine's shop. So some makers have Valentine themed items in here. Again, I know it's very weird to do things early. I know that this is December and Valentine's isn't until February. Hi, Frida. But with HHC being a pre-order box and having a 2-week window of pre-orders, and then or is it 2 weeks? It's a week? Math. A 1-week window of ordering, and then, you know, the time for makers to make things and send them in and then shipping to. Hi, Carolina. This gives it plenty of time that any Valentine's things that you order will get to you in time to use for Valentine's. So now that we have all of that hubbub out of the way, and again, we're live, so now my nose itches. That's what happens. We're going to get into this. We're going to do a dive in. We're going to go for it. I have to go to work after this for a little bit and work on some projects. I'm not saying we're going to rush through this by any means, but I'm just saying that, like, I got stuff to do, y'all. I also haven't eaten dinner yet, so I just, you know, we're just gonna do it. We're gonna get into it. I'm gonna stop rambling and we're gonna go for it. Per usual, I have all the info forms in here. Now, I used to not see any information, period, but some brands don't send info sheet. They have like a Facebook group for swatchers and we get our info from there, or people message me, that kind of thing. So I do, hi Tiana, I do see info in advance now, plus I do make our little sheets that'll be background when we flip you around. So I see some information now. I don't actually see the physical polishes. So, and a description can be very, very different from the physical thing. So anyways, again, stopping rambling, and we're just going to get into it. Hi, Nancy. Okay. First thing I have out of here is a Lizmo's Creations box. I'm going to set this package to the side, y'all, because it is quite heavy. And we'll just take it one thing at a time. Oh, I didn't know this. I'm sure it's on the info form because, you know, info forms are helpful. Again, we don't read the things. I look for names, I look for caps, I look for prices, and that's it. This is their Valentine's Day duo, and it's in collaboration with Jalen of @GotNail. I didn't know that, so that's not written on my little info card thing, but it'll be on the website, and I'll make sure to tag her and post and all that stuff. It comes in a cute little box. It's got the Lizmo's logo, and then back here, I don't know if you can tell that the pineapples here are slightly different colored, and then it says in collaboration with GotNail on it. So I do already know that this is a duo. This is going to be only set as a duo, sold as a duo set for $21, and there's a cap of 34 sets. So inside the cute little box is a little rolled up Lizmo burrito, if you will. And inside the burrito, what do we have? Oh, cute. We, of course, have scrunchy pluses, but we have these cute print. This one is white with XOXOs, or X's and hearts, I guess, technically, in a pinky mauve color. And then it's got a red set every now and then as well. That's super adorable. It's got a matching pink zipper. And then it has the 5 milliliter cuticle refill dropper bottle. I can get it open. Hello. There we go. So it's got the dropper bottle that will come with it. And then inside the zipper, if you've never seen a Lizmo's Creations Scrunchie Plus, Lizmo, on here, Lizmo's Nails of Lizmo, Liz and her mom, Nancy, they run this together. They are super cute handmade items. And then inside you get a little 2 milliliter roller ball. Super duper cute. The scent that goes with this one is The Sweet. Oh, I guess I should have read that, y'all. I'm so used to polishes, and we get into details later, but scented items, y'all, sorry, we do up front. So this is the sweet and spicy duo. So this is the sweet half of it. And I am going to go ahead and smell it, and then we'll do the spicy part of it. So I'm just going to put this on my hand. I did just wash my hands, but I don't think I have any like residual scent on them. So I'm just going to put this on. I'm going to smell it, and then we will read scent descriptions. Honestly, I should have put it on my cuticles because my cuticles need it. Ooh. Oh, that is definitely bubblegum. Like straight off the bat, bubblegum. I don't think there's anything else in there, y'all. It is just bubblegum. The sweet is sweet, fruity, and fun, just like fresh bubblegum. A playful mix of sugar, vanilla, and childhood nostalgia. Y'all, if you like the smell of bubble tape, or is it like bubble yum? Is that what the double bubble? Double bubble. That's probably the correct one. Hi, Nerida. This is it. Iconic. I bought a scrub from a brand, and I don't know the name of the brand because it came off the label the first time I used it, at PBE. That smells exactly like this, and I'm obsessed with it. So you'll know we're going to be using this until it's empty, and then I will definitely be refilling it with a little refillable thing. Oh, it's 100% just iconic bubblegum. Amazing. Love it. I will show y'all up close. I did have someone recently ask me if the cuticle oil prevents the Scrunchie Plus from being able to be like wrapped in your hair, and it doesn't. We're just going to go for it right now. But like I can easily put 2 in there, 2 little, twisty, like I was going to hold my hair up. Now, I mean, the cuticle oil is right here. I don't notice it. I don't feel it. I wouldn't say it's weighing me down at all, but it's, still 100% functional. So, and I have used these to hold my hair up. Now, I like a real tight ponytail. I think what I have in now is twisted 4 times. So I don't necessarily use this as a hair holder. You totally can. But I like to use a normal one and then just add this as a decoration on top of it. I do usually twist it twice. And then it also just makes a fantastic wrist accessory for any of your outfits. And because these are Valentine's themed, they are perfect for your Valentine's Day outfits, your February date nights. So that was the sweet half. And then we have the spicy half, which is a red kind of tie-dye marbly effect look. It has a red matching zipper. It blends in almost perfectly. That's borderline camouflage. Hi, Mallory. And then the scent, of course, is the spicy. So we're going to smell it and see what the spicy smells like. I'm going to do it on my arm because we do have a few other sniffable items tonight. Again, inside that zipper pouch was the 2 milliliter roller ball, and then it will also come with the 5 milliliter refill dropper. You can totally fit this inside of the Scrunchie Plus as well. I know Lizmo personally carries the larger refill inside of hers. And then I'm just going to do it up here a little bit higher on my arm. Ooh, okay. And then cinnamon. This is straight up Red Hots, Atomic Cinnamon, whichever you want. It's really funny. I actually randomly have a box of Red Hots on my desk. They're from Victorian Varnish. Yes, y'all, I have candy from last year. I don't really eat candy. I try to stay away from the sugar because I have a sugar addiction, and if I open up that door, it doesn't close. So this has been on my desk for a while, and I just slowly eat like 5 or 6 at a time, and I can't smell them. I was going to compare. I was going to be like, are they the same? Yep, Tammy, they are from PBE. Like I said, they are from last year. I also Me and cinnamon are not the bestest friends. I get like cinnamon burns on my tongue. So I have to limit myself, but it's straight up, it's just cinnamon. And you know what? I want to do both. Hold on. I put the other one away. I want to mix them. So I'm going to put a little sweet here on my hand, and then I'm going to put a little bit of the spicy too, and then I'm going to rub them together because I want to smell it mixed together. Is it going to smell like Big Red? Does anyone? Hi, Leslie. Hi, Mama Cherry. You know, honestly, I feel like the bubble gum takes over. Like, I really thought they were going to meld, but it's mostly bubblegum. I might get a little cinnamon. Hi, Nails TBD. Yeah, I might get a little bit of the cinnamon, but it is mostly bubblegum. Let's confirm the spicy scent. The description is a bold and spicy with candy sweet fire. Smells like Red Hots. Look at that, y'all. Daring, warm, and impossible to ignore. I love that. I love the combo of them. They really do play well together. Again, I don't think that like the cinnamon, I thought the cinnamon was going to overpower. Like I thought that's what I was going to smell. So to have the bubble gum be what comes through, it's just warm. I wouldn't even say it smells like Big Red because it's not as cinnamony. I don't know if that's the right term, as Big Red is, but I like them together. And I really like the patterns together. Like these are cute. You could definitely wear both of them. You're very Valentine's. And actually the red, this is a really pretty like Christmassy red too. What were the, I know I described what they look like, but she did say a red fiery marble design for the spicy, and the sweet is a white based cotton fabric with repeating X's and O prints in pink and red design with a pink zipper. So I kind of nailed the descriptions too. Not that like they were that hard, but you could totally wear them both at the same time or one or other, but it does come as a duo. Hi, Laura, for $21, and there are 34 sets available of these. Again, this is all December's HHC. This is part of the Valentine shop for December. So that is our sweet and spicy duo from Lizmo's Creations. It is a collab with Jalen of @GotNail. And let me put the things back in the things. So I don't know why I think I'll get them confused because I really shouldn't, like fiery, sweet. But my brain, y'all know the ADD, it gets confused. So I'm just going to put them back in their little cute zipper pouches. Again, y'all, I always post that you can I always do something silly that you can stick something else in here, but you really can use these to do other things. I recently went to a concert and I had one on my wrist and I put my loop, noise, like buffering earphone things, whatever you want to call them. I put those in here. So then I didn't have to like carry a purse and everything. That was really, really nice. So hi, Crystal, are you cooking dinner? What is for dinner tonight? All right, so that was Lizmo's Valentine's offering. And because I see it, I'm going to go ahead and grab, it's literally, let me get the package. It's literally right on top as well. I'm going to grab her series continuation item as well, and we can get Lizmo's handled. So this is continued on their Gilded Aura series, which they have been doing for the last 6 months, question mark? Maybe a little longer. Tammy, I had HelloFresh Baja chicken quesadillas. Ooh, that sounds good. Hi, Sassy Nail Beds. Welcome in. Crystal, not cooking tonight. It's my birthday. Taking that off. It's your birthday, Crystal. Happy birthday. And congratulations on your launch. If y'all don't know, Crystal just launched a nail water slide decal / wraps brand. I can't remember the handle of it, so please put it down there, Crystal, and I will say it while we're here. But happy birthday, that's so exciting. And Nerida says, I had Chipotle salad, that sounds really yummy too. I don't know what we're having, it'll be HelloFresh something, I don't know, Kevin will start cooking a little bit. Laura says, sorry, I'm late, Maisie and I were on the phone call with Goofy. Oh, that's so fun. I love that Disney does those little calls. Was it a call about your cruise? Okay. Crystal says, thanks, everyone. Tammy says, ooh, nice, and congrats. Crystal says, thanks, Chelsea. It's Enchanted Goth decals. I knew it was something like that, but I couldn't remember it. So, sorry. everyone go check out Enchanted Goth decals after this. Just write it down or screenshot. Always Polished Life says wine. I'm having wine. That sounds wonderful too. Tiana says beef and cheese, red chili enchiladas with Spanish rice. Yummy. Y'all are making me so hungry. Kristen says, thanks, Laura, Mama Cherry. Laura says, it was. She was surprised and excited. That's so much fun. I love that, Laura. Ooh, hello. I got so, like, just distracted by comments that we just opened this. So continuation, Lizmo's Creations on the Gilded Aura. This is the black aura, which, y'all, this is really pretty. I don't personally wear a lot of black. I say as I'm in, like, a darker shirt. Technically, this is gray, and I, like, did a bleach tie-dye on it. I don't wear a lot of black, but this is super, super pretty. The gold, just like on all their stuff, is an actual gold metallic veining. So it looks like a marble here. This is just very classy. I feel like your New Year's Eve outfits will look fantastic with this. If you have something you need to be a little more subtle for, like honestly, I'm thinking funerals. Unfortunately, we've been to more than my fair share, and I think this would be a nice, like, you could still accessorize, but it's toned down. It obviously, it's black and gold, so it'll go with every outfit. It'll pair beautifully. It's really, really nice. Again, we have the zipper pouch. It's got a matching black zipper, so it just kind of disappears. No one would know it's in there. Let's see. All of the birthday wishes still. You guys are fantastic. I love this group. Frida says, ooh, I bought some today. What did we buy today? Oh, you bought some of Crystal's decals. Awesome, awesome. All right, and then we have the inside here, we had our 2mm roller ball in the scent Black Aura, and then again, we have our 5mm dropper. So this comes, this is sold separate from the Valentine's collection. The Valentine's duo is a duo by itself, and then this is what you get in the Black Aura Scrunchie Plus set. It is $11.50 with a cap of 36 of them, and we are going to sniff this scent, which that bubblegum still smells really, really good. Tammy says, I'll check this out, Foxy. I'm in love with the name. Yes, isn't it great, Tammy? And Frida says, Tammy, she has steampunk. Always Polished Life. I have to run. My friend is here. I'm doing Wicked nails on her. Oh, that's so much fun. We saw Wicked on Monday, and y'all, it's so good. So good. But definitely come back and watch the replay here or on YouTube later and leave me a comment so we can chat. I respond to every comment. So, you know, leave me a comment. All right, let's sniff this Black Aura. I'm going to do this one on the inside of my arm because, again, we got more sniffy stuff to smell, and I'm trying to make sure I don't combine anything I shouldn't. We're going to smell this, and then we'll read the description, but I just kind of like trying to guess what it is. I'm not very good at it, although she made it really easy on the last two with, you know, straight up bubblegum, straight up cinnamon. Hi, Pickle loves polish. All right. Ooh. Okay, I smell vanilla. I always feel so silly when I do it over here because y'all are just like seeing me just sniff my whole arm. I smell vanilla, maybe a little like sweet musk, like just a little bit in there, and then maybe some sugary. It kind of smells like buttercream. Like, I feel, again, sniffing my arm over here. Yeah, I'm getting buttercream vibes. I don't know if that's right. Let's find out. The scent description is soft vanilla cupcake wrapped in a swirl of fluffy marshmallows, sweet with a hint of quiet charm. Yes, y'all, I nailed these scents tonight. Now, we haven't done Victorian Varnish's scents, and she likes to do 500 and these amazing, crazy, enchanted descriptions. So I'm going to take this Lizmo's Creation section as a win, and then we're just going to send the VV as a push later because y'all know it'll be wrong later. But I'll take 3 for 3 on Lizmo's, and it does smell like a vanilla cupcake. It's not overwhelmingly sweet. Like, if you had a delicate cupcake candle, that's what I would say this smells like. I don't know if that makes sense either. It's not in my face. I'm not going to walk in a room and someone's going to be like, oh, you smell like a cupcake. I can smell it. I know it smells like a cupcake, but I don't think the whole world will know it smells like a cupcake. Does that make sense? Also, I would like to note, I enjoy smelling like a cupcake. This is a Chelsea scent. I like this. This is delicious. So again, this is the Black Aura Aura, I don't really know. Scrunchie Plus with a beautiful black and gold. It's got that marble design on there. And then it comes with the 5 milliliter. Also, can we note the caps? Did everybody note the caps that she matches them? I love that little detail. We had red with the red scrunchie. We had pink with the pink scrunchie. And now we have black with the black scrunchie. And then it also has our cute little 2 milliliter. So you get all 3 items in the set for $11.50. There's a cap of 36 of these available. So again, this is December HHC, so pre-order will run the 14th through 21st of December. Wishlisting will start December 1st. If you have not made your purchases or checked out the site for November already, make sure you do that. You have one more day. The shop closes on the 21st of November. Go check out all the other wonderful offerings that are already available for the month of November. I don't know why I'm trying to close this. I can never read puzzle pieces the way that Lizmo and her mom wraps them. I try. I just can't do it. But I'm going to put those off to the side. And we are going to go into whatever we pull out of the bag next. Tammy says, oh, when? And me, how complex can I make a scent? Yep, that's exactly what it is. She's like, what all can we throw in it? I just picture you in your Victorian Varnish lab with like 40 scent things, and you're just like a little this, like a cauldron, and mixing it all up. Just getting in there. All right. Again, y'all, we're pulling stuff out of the bag, and it's quite heavy, so I'm just going to leave it on the desk and pull things out. So in here, I do know that this is Colors to Carol's stuff, because she sent me a large package of multiple releases worth of stuff, and then I kind of split it up and organized by what goes where. So I technically saw these when I moved them. Do I remember what they look like? Absolutely not. That was like a month ago, and the ADD, there's nothing. So Nancy says, thank you. You are so welcome, Nancy, and thanks for popping in. I hope you're having a fantastic night. I hope Lizmo is having a fantastic night. She always says like, oh, I'll try and be there, and I'm like, y'all, I know you have a life. My life is crazy, so we can't balance these, and I get that. So if you guys can pop in, that's fantastic. If a brand can't, I never blame anyone for not being able to be here, because I just on a whim go, oh, I got to do this. So technically in my brain, I knew I was doing this a few days ago. I was supposed to do it yesterday, and then we had a work thing come up, and then so now it's tonight. Anyways, that's a whole nother rant. So this is Colors to Carol's. They were just in this tissue, y'all, again, because I moved them over. This is her Valentine's Day duo. She does have a continuation on her series. Where did I put my paper? She is continuing her Witching Hour series with a polish called Cosmic Witch. I do not have that to show y'all. I know there will be tons and tons of swatchers who will have it up, and of course it will be on the website and all that, or go join Colors to Carol and Friends Facebook group to see those sneak peeks. But tonight I just have this super pretty Valentine's duo to show you. This duo is First Crush, this beautiful glitter packed topper. I don't know if you guys are going to see this very well in the my brain in the front camera here, but it has heart glitters, star glitters, there's some hexes in various colors, and then I see some pink like long bars too. This is super cute. This is a topper, as I said. This is First Crush. And then also in the duo is Kiss and Polish. Ooh, I didn't show y'all. I could never do it in the front camera anyways. The labels have cute little hearts on the bottom too. And then the second polish is Kiss and Polish. This one is a Crelly. It looks like it's a like lavender based Crelly. It's a very light purple, and then it has the same kind of glitter mix that is in the topper. So again, we have blue stars, we have red hearts, we have pink bars. Ooh, I think there's a little pink bow in there. I don't know if that's supposed to be in there. I hope I can show you guys that in the front camera. I also just realized there are pink metallic shreds as well. There are supposed to be bows. These bows are so cute. Oh my God, these are adorable. Sorry, that bow, like, you guys are, can you see that bow? Anyways, super duper cute. This one's a Crelly. It is only sold as a duo, so it's going to be $24 for the duo, and there's a cap of 120 duos available. Carolina says, yes, they have bows. Yes. Okay, I was right. And also, they're so cute. They're so cute. Even if you're not the biggest fan of glitter polishes or glitter crullies. This is totally one that you could pull some out and use glitter placements. So if you needed bows for like a Minnie Mouse mani, or you wanted hearts for a Valentine's mani, or the stars for, I'm gonna go with Care Bears. I don't know what else you use stars for, but you could totally pull these out of here, and then they have that lacquer base on them. So stick them down. You don't have to like use glue and all that. So they're versatile, even if you're not just let me slap some glitter on, but these are going to be so cute. I'm very excited to play with these out of the bottle. Next up, we have this cute package. This is Sassy sauce. This, I believe, especially based on the packaging. Crystal says cute. Hello. Okay. We need scissors. Oh. I believe that this is going to be her Valentine's duo. Super cute. I would also assume that this is what it's going to come wrapped like to you, which I love that. Again, indies just go above and beyond. Ooh, I see a really pretty purple. Y'all, my eye is bugging me. Okay. I'm going to open the purple part first, just because I see it and my brain says open it. I don't know, y'all. Again, I have no rhyme or reason. We just do things here. This is Pricked by Cupid. Ooh. Okay, this is like a purple foil base. It's very metallic. I see purple metallic shreds. I think I see black metallic or black shreds. I don't know if they're black or if they're blue to purple shifty, or if that's the thing. And can y'all see the color shift here? It's like pinky to purple. It's coming up way more purple, like a way deeper purple on the front camera. It's definitely a lighter purple. So hopefully the back camera, we can get this to show properly, because this is stunning. Again, this is Pricked by Cupid, so it is part of their Valentine's duo. The duo is going to be $27 and capped at $200. And then the second half of the duo, I see something on the lid. What is this? This is a thermal. The second half is a thermal. Yeah, my eyeball. I still don't know what is going on. I'm trying not to be that annoying with it, but it is really bothering me. The second half is I have a heart on my sleeve, and it is a really deep, like burgundy, and then I see blue reflective glitters. Actually, they're very shifty reflective glitters in here. Hi, Hoopty. All right, I'm going to grab my flash here because I know it has reflective in it. And I can't tell if these are like shifting reflectives, like micro reflectives, or not micro. Well, they are micro. Multi-chrome. That's the word I wanted. I can't tell if they are multi-chrome or if there's just those colors in there. What's our description here? I have a heart in my sleeve. Eggplant, cold to colorless when warm, thermal, leaving behind a strong red purple shimmer with similar reflective glitter. Yeah, this is super pretty. Even if I can't get that description right, like, do you see the beautiful reflective sparkles? I know it's picking up the blue, but then I guess what else I'm seeing is that shimmer. So it does have the red, gold, purple shimmer in there. And then of course this is a thermal, so it's going to go to, she has it labeled as colorless, so I assume clear with that shimmer and those reflective. I'm very excited to see this see this dipped in water. I do have some water ready when we get there towards the end. I have cold and I have hot water sitting on a mug warmer, so we should be good. And they pair beautifully together. Crystal says, love the purple polishes, my weakness. I love these two. These are absolutely beautiful. This one's kind of like dark and vampy, and then I feel like this one's kind of bright and like bubbly. So a really nice pairing. Again, that duo is going to be $27 with a cap of $200, and we will get into swatches at the end, after we do all the openings, as we usually do. So next we have LynB Designs, and I purposely, we're going to use my scissors. I left my cuticle pusher somewhere to be able to open stuff today, and it's somewhere on the desk. I don't know. So we're just going to use my scissors. This is What's Your Angle? And it is a really pretty deepened base, and it's got a blue aqua purple shift in it. I feel like this is going to be kind of a purpley smoky base. This is a continuation on their, oh my gosh, it's aquarium series that I believe they just started. It's inspired by a wannabe angelfish. Watanabe angelfish. Y'all know I can't pronounce things. This is going to be $13.50 with a cap of $150. This is really pretty. I'm going to grab that flash just so you can see that color shift in this. It's like purple to blue to aqua. And I think it's going to be a smoky purple base. We will find out together. Again, I'll read the official descriptions when we do start the swatches. That is my self-described of it. Next, we have a VV. Oops, stuck to my hand there. Okay. It's just going to be a struggle this night, apparently. All right, let's see. Ooh, hello, sparkles. Look at that. We are pink, y'all. This is, I have a problem with my liquor. This is part of their HHC Valentine's Duo, which was inspired by Tammy's sweet little Yorkie puppies, Chewy and Arlo. This is so sparkly. And those are flakies in there. Those are, it looks like pink metallic flakies. And then there are some like shifty flakies. Oh, y'all can't even see this big one. I can't wait to flip the camera. There is the biggest flaky I have seen in my life right there. And it is super shifty. It's got a beautiful blue purple shift to it. Absolutely stunning, y'all. Crystal says, ooh, sparkly. Tammy says, this over rough makes purple. Ooh, good to know. And she says, this one, I have problems with my liquor, is the Chewy inspired polish. And I know that there's another half of that in here, but I don't know where it is. It would be great if it was this one, but I don't know. So I will make sure the duos get swatched next to each other when we do the swatching portion. This is Enchanted Baubles. This is Victorian Varnish's continuation on their HH series of books, botanicals, and tea. And somewhere, okay, this one is a reflective as well. It's a really pretty pale, I'm going to say pale blue. It might be white technically. What does it say? It is a sheer white shimmery base. So it does have some like super shifty glitters in here that are blue based, which is making it look like it has a blue hue to it. You can see that gorgeous shift in here. It's like an orange to green to yellow shift. It kind of reminds me of sunset vibes in there. And then it is also reflective. So let's grab that flash. Ooh, look at those sparkles. Yes. Can you say Cinderella? Oh, and I see hollow. Do we have hollow in here too, Tammy? I'm seeing little hollow rainbows, am I not? Dusting of malachite blue micro glitter. I'm not sure, y'all. I feel like we're seeing rainbows. That's so pretty. Carolina says pretty. Tammy says thank you. Nearda says oh my god. Crystal says ice queen. Yes, that's a great description. Nearda says reflective with all the hearts. Yes, and then I got all the eyes from Tammy, so I don't know if it has hollow in it or if she forgot it has hollow, or maybe it's one of those reflective aurora hollow things. No rainbows other than the shimmer. Okay, so maybe y'all, I'm just crazy. We know this, but now it's been confirmed by Tammy. Circling back to Sassy Sauce, we have their normal continuation series, which is based on shoes right now. This is Dancin' in the Dark. It's inspired by a photo of navy sparkly stilettos. It's a really deep blue, and then it has a super pretty, and again, my front camera is just not doing it. I'm going to grab my flash. It has, oh yes, a beautiful purple to blue to aqua to maybe green shift in there. Very large particle shimmer. It's gorgeous. I'm very excited to see this one out of the bottle and see how deep and dark it builds up. Tabby says, oh, excuse me, we will run with it what your eyes see. I mean, if you say there's no hollow in here, Tammy, then you're probably right. I just felt like I was seeing hollow, but maybe it's just the way the reflective glitters are picking up. I just feel like there's some rainbows there. Does that not look like it sparkles like hollow, but maybe it's the reflective? Oh, it's gorgeous. So is the Sassy Sauce Dancing in the Dark. It's a very beautiful, deep color. Tammy says, there's not, I ran to check. See, it's just my crazy eyes, y'all. You're fine. Next, this looks like another VV. Oh, it is. This is the second half of the Valentine's duo. It's rough under the covers, and if I have problems with my licorice chewy, then this is the Arlo inspired. And Tammy said if you put the liquor on top of covers, it will make it purple. So I'm really excited to see that. This is such a shifty polish. Can you guys see all those gorgeous color shifts? Again, my self-description, I feel like this is a burgundy base with all this shift. This one definitely has hollow in it. I can see that. There it is with the flash. Look at all those sparkly rainbows. Super shifty. It's definitely a multi-chrome shimmer in there. Ugh. Absolutely stunning. I'm very excited to see these two together. We will even do a layer of them since Miss Tammy says they combine really well. So somebody remind me if I don't do it, when we do our swatch wheel, remind me to do a second swatch of, excuse me, it's rough, so that way I can put the pink on top. Otherwise, I'm not going to remember to do it, but I think we should do it. Next we have a Ribbits. This is You're My Hero. They are continuing their 100 Years of Magic, aka the mouse inspired polishes. This is based on Wreck-It Ralph. This one specifically is Vanellope. It's a really pretty like minty aqua base. I see some UCC flakies in there. They're iridescent shifty flakies, and then it has a very beautiful high intense shimmer that I see blue to purple for sure in. I'm gonna grab that flash so we can see if you can see that shimmer shift even more. This is super lovely. It is 100% a match to Vanellope's outfit, in my opinion, which y'all, I love Wreck-It Ralph. When that movie came out, I can't even tell you how many times I rented it before I finally bought it. I was like a really broke college kid, and I absolutely fell in love with that movie. I love Wreck-It Ralph. It looks like Ribbits' second polish. This is I'm Gonna Wreck It, and then it's got Wreck-It Ralph there on the image, and this is a beautiful burgundy red color. I feel like it's got a little purple to the base of it too, and then we have a high shimmer. It looks like gold to orange, maybe orange to red. Very shimmery, very vampy. Love it. It definitely reminds me of more of like Ralph's overalls. And they kind of like, they pair really nice together. I'm getting slightly Christmas vibes here too. Very, very cool. I'm excited for that. Again, I absolutely love Wreck-It Ralph. I just realized I have not been saying prices of the last few. So VV's Valentine's Duo, that is the Yorkie inspired Chewy and Arlo polishes. These are going to be $27, only sold as a duo. There's a cap of 150 of the duo. And then their continuation on the Books, Botanicals, and Tea series, aka, I already forgot the name of this one, Enchanted Baubles. This one is going to be $13.50 with a cap of $300. And then Ribbits, which I know I have on a paper somewhere. There we go. I'm going to Wreck It, which is Ralph's inspired polish. It's going to be $13.50 with a cap of 75 of these. And then Vanellope's You're My Hero is $13.50 with a cap of 75. And then she also has a button on there where you can buy them both as a duo for $26, and there's a cap of 25 duos available. So you can buy them individually, or if you want them both, you can save a little bit of money and then just hit it in one click on your wish list and in your cart. And there are 25 duos. Hi, Becky. I believe that's all the polish. Oh, okay, and I didn't realize this was in here, and I lied to y'all and told you I was done with Lizmo's, but I do have a 6 milliliter refillable cutie pen from Lizmo's Creations, and it is in the Black Aura scent. So this is the same scent as the Black Aura Scrunchy Plus Duo, so that is this one, which is a continuation on their Aura series, the Gilded Aura. So you have the black scrunchie plus, and then it has its 2mm roller and the 5mm refill. You can get a 6mm cutie pin, and y'all, these are huge. Let me grab, here is the typical 3mm cutie pin for comparison. So this is a 6mm. These are refillable. She's also going to have this available for some sort of price. Hold please. $8.50. There it is. Yes, $8.50, and there's a cap of 40 of these. Yes, Tammy, I have your Bath & Body. That's what's left in the envelope. I just got distracted by Lizmo's. Again, this is your typical cuticle pen. It's got the beautiful brush head on top, except for this is a click style. So you click, click, click it instead of twisting it up. So it's clickable. And then this, to refill, you take the black cap off. You use something. You can use a cuticle stick, a Q-tip, whatever, to push the, there's a mechanism. You push it back down and then refill it and put the cap, twist it back on. So these are totally refillable. You can buy refills on Lizmo's Creations site, which I believe is their Etsy page. I have information for this somewhere. She has a Facebook, she has an Instagram. I swear it's on here. But you can buy refills for their stuff as well. But to get this scent, you have to purchase it from HHC. So if the Black Aura, which was the vanilla cupcake scent, is up your alley, grab the giant 6mm cutie pin while you are there. I'm going to put that back over here so, again, I don't lose things. And then what's left in the box is Tammy's Victorian Varnishes Bath & Body options for HHC. This goes with their Books, Botanicals, and Tea theme. And I love this Tammy. She has, I don't know if this is a switch thing or not. They're in boxes. Her tincture duo, y'all, I still can't say it, duo, which is her acetone additive, is in boxes instead of bubble wrap. And I love this because it's recyclable. Y'all know I love the bubble wrap bubbles because I use those in my business and personal shipping. But as someone who likes to recycle and reuse as much as possible, I love that this is a paper recyclable option. I don't know if this is something she's going to do all the time or not. It is now, waiting on real ones to come. Okay, so I would assume we're going to have cute little printed ones like she does with all of her other polish boxes and such, but I love that because I can recycle these. Also because I can throw them on the floor, and if Maple decides to come in here, she can play with them. So we do have the Tincture Duo. This only comes as the Duo, and it looks like our scents are Cozy Nights and By the Fireside. This is $9 for the Duo. There's a hard cap of 50 of these available this time. And we're going to open them and smell them. If I can get them open. Hello. There we go. Hi, Nails by Wiz. Welcome in. We are showing off some stuff coming to December's HHC. I am finishing unboxing everything, and then we're going to get into some swatches of the beautiful polishes coming. Right now I'm getting ready to smell Victorian Varnish's Tincture Duo in the scents by Cozy Nights and By the Fireside. It's really weird if you say that backwards, By the Fireside, Cozy Nights. I mean, I guess it still works, but all right, I'm going to shake them up just a little bit. If you've never used BB's tincture or acetone additive in general, it is designed that you dump this bottle into how many ounces? 10 to 12 ounces of acetone, or you could do 5 or 6 drops in a dampened dish. I personally use this jar for my acetone, and y'all, I'm not gonna lie, I measure with my heart. I just drip, 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 drip until I feel like it's enough. But it has wonderful nutrients and vitamins and such that are gonna keep your nails and skin super moisturized while you're changing out polishes with that crazy strong acetone that's just not great for your skin. So it kind of helps balance the damage that acetone creates. I'm going to open this, maybe, Cozy Nights, and I'm going to put it just a little on the back of my hands. Now, again, you add this to acetone. It's not really designed to just go straight on your skin, but Tammy has told me that it's okay to do so. I just do a little bit of a drop, and by a little bit of a drop, I mean a giant one. Let me clean that up just a little bit here with the cotton ball. That was a lot more than I planned on. And then I am going to give it a little bit of a rub because I do fully feel like scents change with your skin chemistry. And then we're going to see if I can guess what this is. Why did I just try to smell that lid? I literally just went to read it and then I went to put it to my nose. Okay. It's warm. I feel like there's a little bit of something earthy in it. There's like a spiciness. I don't think I'm going to get any, like, I don't think I'm going to nail any specifics. Like, I don't think I can say it's juniper and leather. Like, I don't think I have specifics to this. It's very inviting. It's very cozy, which makes sense. It's called Cozy Nights. Maybe a little smoky in there. Oh, yay, the neighbor dogs are going off. We'll see how long before mine do. Hi, Karochi 666. I am sure I butchered that. I apologize. Please let me know how to pronounce your handle or what you prefer to be called, and I will try and do that correctly. All right, we're gonna read this one, y'all, because I got warm and a little spicy and a little earthy. Cozy Nights. Get ready for a cozy night under the stars. It's a sweet mix of chamomile tea, bergamot, cocoa, cinnamon, rose, amber, moss, musk, and sandalwood. All right, I had spicy, which I guess is the cinnamon. Maybe the sandalwood and the amber was like the warmth I was smelling. I don't know where I got smoky from. It's nice. It's very warm, inviting. It's not really like my typical style of scent. I prefer sweets, fruity, gourmand kind of scents, bakery-ish. This is more, I think it's probably the musk and the sandalwood maybe to me that's making it more of like, I don't even know what you describe this scent as. Like I don't know what category you put this scent in. It's very inviting. And I definitely could see a lot of people who enjoy this. And she has something that I want to like link with this and I can't, y'all. But I feel like Cozy Nights is the right vibe. It does feel like a very warm, cozy scent. I could see this in like a wax in your house and just making your house feel very inviting and calming almost. It's nice. It's not my favorite thing in the world. Y'all know I don't lie about stuff. I say it nicely. But if I don't love something, I'm going to tell you. And this is not a scent that I would personally gravitate to, but it's just not my typical scent. I do think it is a nice scent, and I'm sure there are plenty of people out there who would like it and don't like smelling like a gummy bear like I do. So Nails Bay was, I love woody, nutty scents, and amber is my all-time fave. I think you would really like this because it also has that moss in it, which is where I was saying it was earthy. I wouldn't say it smells like dirt earthy. It just smells natural. It's nice. It's just not I love this scent. And then the other half is By the Fireside. If I can get this one open. Oh, there we go. All right. I'm going to do this one on the arm. So y'all are going to watch me sniff my arm again. I'm going to try and be way more gentle with how much comes out. It was a little better. Not perfect. Let's just clean a little bit up. I'll rub it in. Woo. Okay. This one is green. This has some greens in it. You know, I said juniper earlier, I think. Did I say juniper earlier? Is that what my brain said? And now I want to say juniper berries or maybe pine. And it's got some like leafiness to it. Y'all, I don't know if any of these scents make any sense. Make sense to y'all. I feel like I'm in the woods. I feel like I'm in the trees, and I actually really like it. Again, this is not a typical scent for me. This is very fresh and a little earthy. Tammy's laughing at me. I'm not the one who makes that crazy sense, Tammy. That's all you. Yes, this is, it's fresh and green and earthy. It's very nice. It's refreshing. It's clean. I like this one. Tammy, very wintry with a lumberjack cutting your fire logs. I can see that. All right. What's our official description, y'all? All right, By the Fireside is orange blossom. Juniper berries, y'all. Okay, we're going to start that over again. Orange blossom and juniper berries brighten the opening, while spice, clove, and rich sandalwood create a sophisticated heart. Smooth leather, violet musk, and amber provide a luxurious, smoky finish that evokes evenings by the fire. Tammy, these descriptions. I can't. I don't smell any orange. It's orange blossom. Do orange blossoms smell like orange? Because I don't know. I don't smell orange. Maybe I smell some blossom. I guess juniper berries. I couldn't do that again if I tried. Spiced clove. It could have a little spiciness. Sandalwood. I don't get any leather, but I'm not really sure you can completely do that. Violet musk. Amber makes it warm. A little bit of smoky. Yeah, there's a whole lot of stuff in here. So Tammy says, nope, orange blossom doesn't smell like oranges. Crystal, I'm with you, Chelsea. I cannot describe fragrance nose at all. Me, dude, I can't believe I got juniper berries, honestly. It's very fresh and earthy. I'm going to smell them together because Tammy always makes these where they pair well together. It's inviting. They're just nice. This one I feel is more refreshing where the other one was a little bit warmer. But they're nice scents. I am definitely more inclined to use By the Fireside than I am to Cozy Nights. Yeah, I do see winter. I see winter in the By the Fireside. I do get the wintry vibes there. And then Cozy Nights, I get the fire curled up thing. So I get them on their own. I just prefer the By the Fireside. I'm gonna smell them just kind of together here. We're just gonna get a good whiff in there. I will say, again, because things smell differently on your skin, that I'm getting way more, like it's so different in the bottle. The bottle is that juniper berries just straight in your face. It's very like green tree. And then Cozy Nights is more probably that amber to it. And then a little bit of sweetness. Maybe that's the cocoa. They're definitely different. I'm going to mix them on my skin because I want to smell them mixed together. Okay, that's a juniper one. I just realized I set them down without the caps. Okay, and then that's the Fireside one. I'm giving a mixy here. Wow, that's a lot. I won't lie, y'all. That's a whole lot happening together. I think they balance well together. You get a little bit of earthy, a little bit of warm, a little sweet. But it's a lot. That's a lot of scent happening at one time. I don't know if I recommend mixing them. I do think they play well together. I just think that that's in your face. Again, my opinion. They smell nice. That's a lot. There's a lot happening there. So my preference, I like By the Fireside. The Cozy Nights is nice. It's just not my cup of tea. And in acetone, it pairs down. Remember this. That is true. They are not nearly as strong in the acetone. I can totally attest to that. I have been using the blackberry scones and the lemon tart, was it lemon tart, I believe, which is available in HAC right now. I've been using that in my acetone personally. And they definitely it does come down a little bit. They smell great. I prefer the By the Fireside. Again, it does come as a duo. It is only $9. There's a cap of $50. It's a hard cap, y'all. So once they're gone, they're gone. But for $9 to keep your skin nice and healthy while you use acetone, it's definitely a win. And then they also are going to have their Lavish, their signature Lavish hand cream, which is a 2-ounce pumpless air bottle. And I love that she matches her little sticker to it. This is going to be in the matching Cozy Night scent. So that was the one of chamomile tea, bergamot, cocoa, cinnamon, rose, amber, moss, musk, and sandalwood. And the Lavish is somewhere priced. $9. There's a cap of 60 of the Lavish available. I am not going to currently put this on because I've already smelled it. Again, it is a nice scent. It is not my favorite scent. Tammy says, those are totally Chelsea scents. These probably not. You are correct. The last month, which is still available, y'all, I believe she still has some left. And HHC is open through tomorrow, the 21st. The blackberry scones and the lemon tart, or lemon meringues. It was lemon, y'all. It was delicious. Those are definitely Chelsea scents. These are a little bit more earthy and musky than what I typically go for. But they may be something that you like, which is why we do this and why I try to tell you what I think it smells like, because lemon curd, thank you, Tammy. That description, there is so much in there that my brain, reading that, I couldn't handle it on a website. But if I smell it and I tell y'all kind of what I think it smells like, again, I am not a scent scientist here. I am not a maker. These are just what pops in my head and what these scents make me think of. So very nice. You can get that Cozy Nights in the Lavish scent. And then again, as part of the tincture duo with the By the Fireside scent as well. So that's the Bath & Body for Victorian varnish, and we have now smelled all the things and we have opened all of the things. So what is left is to start swatching all of the things. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to turn on my air filter. I'm going to put the scissors away before I stab myself with them, because y'all know it will happen. I'm going to turn on the air filter. I'm going to grab a drink, and then we will flip y'all around and start swatching. Oh, you know what? I just realized, and I don't think it's labeled. It was labeled. Christie's Ribbits, Stickits, Wreck-It Ralph is a magnetic. I knew there was one magnet because I got out swatch sticks for it. So let's do that, because I forgot. I mean, we would have done it the back way, but ooh, yes, look at that fiery line in there. Nearda says, dang it, I missed the body care. You can definitely catch it in the replay. We just did it. You have the lavish and the tincture. They are very cozy, warm, rich scents. One is more earthy, grassy. One is more like warm and biting musk. Neither of them are a Chelsea scent in my opinion, but if you want to re-watch that later, that little snippet, I highly recommend doing that over on YouTube. It's just way easier to go back and forth between things, but that's your preference too. Tammy says, warm amber lumberjack, fulfilling your winter dreams. Yep, there you go. That's the description there, Nearda. Okay, so again, Wreck-It Ralph is going to be, or I'm gonna wreck it, is inspired by Wreck-It Ralph, is a magnetic, so we will show it magnetized as well. But I forgot until just now, when I saw my glamour gear. That's what made me remember it. Okay, let me move some things around, get all the things. Crystal says, I love that description. Yeah, Tammy, that is the description. You are correct. I'm going to flip y'all around now. I'm going to scooch you down. Let me scoot this over. Normally I zoom in, which I will zoom in just so that the camera focuses, but I'm going to let y'all get a screenshot of our info sheet here really quick. I know there's a lot on it, that we have a lot to show off. I do have that Colors to Carol Cosmic Witch, which is a continuation on their Witching Hour series. I don't have that to show y'all, but I went ahead and put the information on here so you had it and kept that in mind when wish listing. Hoopty, gotta run. We'll watch the rest later on YouTube. No worries. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. All right. So everyone get your screenshot of that, and then I will zoom in just a minute. I'm going to scoot some stuff around so I have some room here. All right. I'm trying to decide what we're going to do first. We do have one thermal, but I can't dip it until the end. So I'm kind of thinking we do it in our magnetic first, so I can get that stuff. We can get the thermal drying and we can get the magnetic out of our way. So let's do that. Again, y'all, I still don't really have a rhyme or reason to these multi-brand lives yet, because I'm still new. I'm new to them still, but that's what I've made my decision on. I'm going to start with getting that thermal, at least a coat done, so we can start drying, because we don't dip until the very end, because I cannot put cups of water on this. That's going to be a hot mess. So I am going to grab a individual stick here, and we're going to do Sassy Sauce's thermal first coat. Then we will do the Ribbits magnetic, and then we'll do our second coat of Sassy Sauce so that everything can dry. This is, y'all, my brain stopped. I have a heart on my sleeve. It is half of the Valentine's Duo from Sassy Sauce. It comes with the Pricked by Cupid. So you get both of these in the duo for $27. There's a cap of 200. It only comes as the duo. This one is described as an eggplant cold to colorless warm thermal, leaving behind a strong red-purple shimmer with similar reflective glitter. So I'm going to grab that flash and we can show off the reflective glitters. See all that beautiful sparkle in there. And we will get a coat on our swatch stick so we can do some dippies. But I want to make sure that this is dry so we can dip it. Get a coat on there. And this is an eggplant when cool. And then we have that red purple shimmer. And of course it has those reflective glitters. So let me grab the flash to show that. I'm curious to how textured this one's going to be because they look very fine reflective, like it's just a smattering of it. So I wonder, I wonder how textured that one's going to be. Also, the dry down time on this, like it is already starting to matte. So I'm definitely excited for that. I'm so impatient. I want to go into the second coat, but we're going to let it set for a second. We'll do Ribbits magnetic and then we'll pop back to this one. So that was our first coat of Sassy Sauce. I have a heart on my sleeve from their Valentine's duo. I feel so weird jumping around like this, y'all. Should I be doing it by brand? I feel like I should be doing it by brand. I'm not loving the jumping around. I have changed my mind. We're going to do it by brand. So I'm going to let Sassy Sauce's thermal first coat set while we do the other ones. It just feels weird to go to Ribbits, to Sassy, to VV, to back and forth. And so let's do Sassy Sauce and then we'll go into VV because Tammy is in here and I know she's got things to do. But since I started with the Sassy, let's go ahead and do the Sassy. So let's go in with the second half of the duo. This is Pricked by Cupid. This one is described as a red purple shimmer loaded with purple metallic flakes and blue black UCC flakes. It can be used as a topper or layered for opacity. Look at that beautiful shimmer in there. This looks like foily in person. I do think the color is coming up better on the back. Oh, yes, and Carolina is here too. You are right, Tammy. So we will do that too. We will do VV's and then Carolina's, and then we'll go into the other brands. So sorry, y'all. Again, still new to doing multi-brand lives, and I grabbed that thermal first because I really want thermals to dry so I can do the dips on them. But that's on me. We shouldn't have done it that way. We're all learning here. So here it is in one coat. And it is said that you can use this as a topper or as a built up on its own. So it does have a semi-translucent base there, but you can see that red purple shimmer and then all those beautiful purple metallic flakes and the black UCC flakes. I actually, because this is like designed to be a topper, potentially, if you want to, we're just going to put a little bit over here. This is LynB's Scaled Back. It is available on the site right now. It's a beautiful pink. It's also a glow in the dark. But I just wanted to show that as a topper. It's really pretty as a topper. Also, these two are available. This is Ribbits and this is VV's through the y'all, we struggled to say this last time. This is available right now on HHC's website through tomorrow. So is Ribbits offering a shoot. I'll be shooting for my own hand. She did up the number of this because it sold out. She added more. So I believe there's still the added available. But all right, back to December. That is one coat of, it's Pricked by Cupid. That's one coat of Pricked by Cupid from Sassy Sauce. I don't know why I was trying to remember the name when it's right here on the thingy. And then we'll do her Dancing in the Dark. This is her continuation series, inspired by shoes. This one is inspired by a photo of navy sparkly stilettos. It is a dark navy base with a sparkly green, blue, violet shimmer. Excuse me. This one will be $13.50 with a cap of $300. So we're going to throw one coat on there. Yes, it is very much a blue navy base there. And you can see the beautiful, y'all, my brain, the sparkly shimmer in it. It is definitely a larger shimmer, so they almost look like microflakes. Oh, I did a horrible job of that. Let's just ignore that. That's on me. Very, very sparkly. Opacity level, obviously this one is meant to be a topper and built up. This one definitely needs a second coat. All right, so that was our first coat. of Sassy Sauce's Dancing in the Dark. Let's go back to her thermal really quick, and we're going to do the second coat of I Have a Heart on My Sleeve. All right, here goes our second coat. Which really built the depth. Again, we are on a clear swatch stick, so that's going to have an effect on our opacity level. I do think we are opaque in 2. Oh yeah. Oh, we have polish on the hand. It's an official live. This really brought the red purpley eggplant base there. It's got a red purple shimmer that just really came out on that second coat. Again, this is a thermal, so we have the eggplant when cold. It's going to go colorless when warm. Crystal says beautiful. It's really pretty. I'm stuck to it. And then it does also have the reflective glitters in here. So let me grab the flash and show those again. So this is our second coat of I Have a Heart on My Sleeve from the Valentine's Duo. Again, only sold as a duo. It's $27 with a cap of 200 of those. It's a very light smattering of reflective. You just get the cute little sparkles here and there. I don't think we're going to have a texture issue because of how fine that reflective is in there. I think just a coat of glossy top coat will do it on this one. We're going to set it off to the side. I'll do these second coats and then we'll go ahead and dip it because I feel like people prefer if we do it by brand. I could potentially mess up my sheet. I'll give y'all another screenshot opportunity. So if I get water on it, here is a cold shot, 2 coats of Sassy Sauce. I Have a Heart on My Sleeve. Nirda, Tammy, is this similar vibe to Prince of Darkness? You know what, Nirda? I actually thought that, honestly. I did think it was similar to Prince of Darkness. I think Prince of Darkness is a little bit deeper, and it has way more reflective in it, where I feel like this is just a sparkle of reflective. Tammy said, I was thinking that as well. I'm not sure because it has blue reflective. That is my feelings too. And this is also a thermal. So it's definitely going to be different in its hot stage, but because that was brought up, I believe I have my swatch wheel right here. Is Prince of Darkness on that swatch wheel? No, of course it's not. Well, I was going to grab it out really quickly, but my really quickly turned into not so quick. So, all right, I have pulled out 4 swatch wheels now. None of them have Prince of Darkness on it, so I cannot compare it. I apologize. But again, this one is a thermal. So that's, I mean, they're going to be totally different in that aspect of it. Nirda says yours has silver, and she says yes. Vivi's has silver. The shimmer may be different too. So, yeah, I do think they're different. I don't know why my swatch is not on that wheel. That makes no sense to me, y'all. I hate this. I'm so organized for this purpose, and then when I need it to be organized, I'm not. So I don't know what happened there. But again, we are going to dip this. So keep that in mind. That's going to have a big difference on it being different to anything else. The second half is Pricked by Cupid. I am going to do a second coat now because this one is more of a topper-esque. I don't expect it to be fully opaque in its second coat. If you want to completely build it up, you're going to probably need 3 coats, but let's see what the second coat does here. Okay, the shimmer kind of saves it. It would hide a visible nail line a little bit. Hi, Melissa P. But I definitely think if you wanted to build this to opacity, you're going to want 3 coats. As a topper, it's really pretty and shimmery, and you have those beautiful metallic, oh, Tammy, you are so correct. Okay, it has those beautiful metallic flakies in it. It is really lovely. I could see this over black just being gorgeous. You can see that purple red shimmer and then those flakes. And Tammy is correct. It was for Little Box of Horrors, so it would have been in a Little Box of Horrors bag and not in the VB bag. So you are correct, Tammy. All right, so here is Prince of Darkness. Forgive me, y'all. It doesn't have top coat. I don't top coat. So that is Prince of Darkness, and I'm going to throw Sassy Sauce right above it. I feel like Prince of Darkness is a deeper, I feel like the purple pulls through more on Sassy Sauce than VV's. I think VV's is just a deeper, richer color. And she also, Sassy, it's hard to see, has a larger particle red shimmer to it that I don't pick up. I think Tammy's is a finer shimmer. And then as Tammy said, her reflective glitters are slightly different. You can see it better with the flash that Sassy Sauce is just a little bit brighter. Tammy's is deeper. Tammy's is a loaded reflective, where Sassy's is a smattering of reflective glitters. And again, Sassy's is a thermal. I want to keep reiterating that because it makes it a very, very different polish. Color close, but it is a thermal, so it's going to be different. Nearda says, thanks for showing comparison. Of course. Let me get y'all a label shot of Pricked by Cupid. Here is your second coat of Pricked by Cupid. And of course we did one coat over that LynB, whatever, scaled back, that's what it's called, on the tip of the other one. Okay. And then we'll go in with our second coat of Dancin' in the Dark, which is their continuation of their shoe-inspired series. It is a dark navy base with sparkly green, blue, violet shimmer. It's going to be $13.50 with a cap of $300. Let's do the second coat here, which deepened it a lot more. Totally made a mess on the swatch next to it. That's what we do here. All right, I feel like opacity level is way better on the second coat. I think 2 coats is fine for that. Again, you can see that larger particle shimmer in there. Everything kind of dances and shifts just a bit. Very sparkly and pretty. Let me get you a label shot for that one. I got stuck to my swatch stick. All right, that is 2 coats of Sassy Sauce Dancin' in the Dark. Crystal says that's pretty. It really is. It's almost a sapphire-y blue, in my opinion. Super pretty. Again, this one is sold by itself, and then our duo is only sold as the duo. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to dip our thermal. I know I usually do that at the end. I should have done Sassy at the end, but I didn't. That we're still all learning together, y'all. I'm going to zoom this out a bit, and I'm going to grab, honestly, I'm just going to grab the hot water. I wish I had like a paper towel to put down first, because I know this is going to make a mess. All right, I'm going to grab my hot water dish, and we're just going to put it, can I split the difference here? Can you? Okay, you can kind of see that, right? Kind of. I don't really think I need the cold water. I'm going to just do the cold water over here so you know it exists. I'm not hiding anything. I'm not lying anything. You know, it's over here. It exists. But I'm trying not to mess up my thing. Crystal says, I need a navy like that, but with gold if it's possible. Ooh, that would be pretty. The gold to me would look kind of like... stars, like sparkly stars. Hi, Neon Noir Nails. All right, so Sassy Sauce, we have 2 coats of their I have a heart on my sleeve, which is the half of the Valentine's Duo. It is a thermal, so here we have 2 coats. I am going to dip it in the cold water over here to the left, so y'all know I am dipping in here. You can't see what I'm doing because welcome to camera space, but dip it in the cold just so you can see. Totally cold. Crystal, yes, that's what I want it for, a celestial mini. That would be really pretty. All right, going over here into the hot. I don't know how much y'all can see of it. Now it does go to a, how did she describe it? Colorless when warm. I would call that clear. Ooh, and you can see that shimmer. It has that red purple shimmer that comes up so much more. Okay, I do have to zoom back in, y'all. The camera just doesn't focus if we're not zoomed. You can see that shimmer way more. Okay, we're going back in here. Hold please. Yeah, that shimmer shows so much more in its clear, warm state. And then, of course, you can see those reflective glitters more. They look like sparkly glitters, like blue in there. let's see, remember my brain's not working. Tammy says close to Club Entree Boo. It has gold but different base. And Crystal says I don't have that one. Did I miss it? Ooh, yes, that was from the Speakeasy Spirits Advent. And Tammy says overpour from Speakeasy Advent. It was day 1. Yes, it was. And you know what? Because I was pulling out swatch wheels willy-nilly and couldn't find what I wanted. Club Entree Boo, Miss Crystal, is right here. So that's day 1 of the Speakeasy Spirits Advent, and it is available on VV's website right now. Again, without top coat, so ignore the fact that it doesn't have top coat, y'all. But that's the one Tammy's talking about. All right, Sassy Sauce. I'm going to dip it in hot one more time and give you guys your label shot of it. Here is label shot, 2 coats of I Have a Heart on My Sleeve. It is half of the duo, only available as a duo. $27 for the duo, cap of $200, and it is already starting to cool off. Tammy says, look at us, so prepared. I try to have things easily accessible. I won't lie. Oh, y'all, I stuck my arm in that swatch wheel. I told you I would do that. I don't know why I felt the need to do this again. Probably people already got things, but we're doing it again. Because I am starting to work on destashing. Y'all, I'm drowning in polish right now. I won't be able to like grab a bottle consistently because I may not have it anymore. But I do have swatch wheels, and if I can do it, I'll do it. I don't know how long those will last either because at some point I'm going to run out of room for swatch wheels. But we're trying. We're trying here. Okay, I'm going to get these waters out of the way before I spill them all over the place. I'm proud of myself for not messing up my screen thingies, especially because I told you I was going to give you a chance to screenshot this again, and I didn't. So yay for not messing them up. Those are all 3 Sassy Sauce offerings coming to HHC. Now we're going to pop over to Tammy's stuff because I told her I would do her next. She has 3 polishes coming. She has 2, here we go, in the Valentine's Duo, inspired by her Yorkies, Chewy and Arlo, and then 1 of a continuation of her series inspired by books, botanicals, and tea. I'm going to grab the botanicals and tea one first. No rhyme or reason to that, I just did. So that one, which we need our swatch wheel in here. Crystal says, thank you. You are so welcome. Nirda, I'll catch the rest when we play. Good night. Getting my husband to rub my pregnant belly down with cocoa butter. LOL. Enjoy it, Nirda. And leave me a comment if you watch the replay. Let me know what you're looking at snagging from HHC next month. All right, so we have Enchanted Baubles, Victorian varnishes. This one is somewhere on my paper, inspired by the Atlantic Botanical Gardens and the Poetech Kinetic, y'all know I said that wrong, Enchanted Tree exhibition. This one is described as a sheer white shimmery base with a beautiful violet, pink, peach, green, blue, gold at extreme angles, which we can see all of those colors, y'all. It is a rainbow with silver reflective glitter and a dusting of malachite blue micro glitter. This one's $13.50 with a cap of $300. It's very pretty, and you can see all those colors. And then grab our flash. You'll see the reflective sparkle here. Y'all, I can smell all the scents that I put on me earlier, and I smell crazy. I'm wondering if this is what Indie Labs smell like. Just all of the smells. All right, let's get our first coat of Enchanted Baubles on here. Tiana says, I might need this one, Tammy. It's super pretty. I'm getting very like ball gown Cinderella, just enchanting vibes. Now this does say it's a sheer white shimmer. Yes, a sheer white shimmery. So my white-ish opaque swatch wheel is probably having a little bit effect on opacity there. But look at that gorgeous shimmer. I love that Tammy labels it as a violet, pink, peach shimmer. And then says it's green, blue, gold at extreme angles. I definitely see the green and the gold, and probably, I think I see a little just blue right at the edge. Ooh, y'all, I just stuck my whole hand in that. I see all the colors. I see a rainbow of shimmer. And then I already see the beautiful sparkle in this one. Tammy said it's a pretty one. Great nail art base too. Ooh, yes. So many winter minis, like snowmen stamped on top of this. I actually think I just got a snowman plate that has like cowboy snowmen. That would be cute on this. can see all those beautiful colors. Again, this one is a reflective. Yes. So I'm going to grab my flash. I was like questioning myself. Tammy swears there's no hollow in here. I see rainbow sparkles, but the official description says there's no hollow in here. But it is a very sparkly reflective. It definitely gives me fresh snow vibes, just that sparkle before anybody steps on it. I know you Southerners don't really know what we're talking about, but anybody who deals with snow will get me. This is so pretty. It's very ethereal. Really, really pretty. So that was our first coat. Tammy says, nope, there's no hollow in it, y'all. That was our first coat of Enchanted Baubles. And then we're going to go into her Valentine's Duo. Again, this is only available as a duo. It's going to be $27 with 150 cap. I'm going to go in with, it's rough under the covers because I want to do a second swatch to do the topper or do the other polish on top of so we can see what that looks like. So I'm doing, it's rough under the covers. And this is a smoky black jelly base loaded with intense red, violet, pink, peach, bronze Aurora shimmer, and a pawful amount of hollow. Carolina says, so pretty, Tammy. Tammy says, I have a whole Southern Winter collection dedicated to just that in December. Yes, I actually just received that today, so y'all will be seeing that in the next week or two, I think. I don't know. It's on my shelf, y'all. The shelf is getting very, very full. All right, this does have hollow, so again, we are going to show that off with a flash. This one was the Arlo inspired, right, Tammy? Y'all, if you haven't seen her Yorkies, you need to go join the Varnish Victorians Facebook group. She posts all their little shenanigans on there. They are the cutest little pair. Absolutely adorable. Yes, okay, this one is inspired by Arlo. All right, so let's go in with our first coat of It's Rough Under the Covers. Ooh, y'all, the amount of hollow in here, like I am seeing all the sparkles already. I'm going to do a second one because I do want to show it with that other polish on top in the duo. Tammy said it looks good that way, so we're gonna do it. Hi, Jen. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Reza. Crystal says gorgeous. Yes, it's very vampy, very deep. I know there's some girls in here. This is right up your alley. Jen says, I'm so late. It's all right, Jen. You have a life. Things are crazy. And to be fair, we did spend like a long amount of time unboxing because there were so many things to sniff. But just watch the replay, Jen. Just throw it on, you know, get cozy, relax, maybe watch it as you fall asleep. I don't know if I have that kind of voice or not. I probably don't because we're crazy here. But Tiana says, we are puppy shopping now. Need a playmate for our Roddy 1-year-old. Oh, I love that. I want a third. I'm just waiting to find the right one. Honestly, there's a local rescue who has one that I'm absolutely in love with. He's beautiful, but he was found in very, very dire, rough shape. And he's currently at a medical foster. And I just know based on updates that he is going to be snatched quick if his foster doesn't keep him. And I really think the foster is going to keep him, which is great. It's super great for him. But he's a beautiful pup. So eventually we will have our third. This is gorgeous. You can see that beautiful shimmer, all of its shiftiness. I'm going to grab the flash because this one does have hollow. Jen says, we had a taco family dinner, so I couldn't get on till now. That's totally fine. Don't ever be apologetic for eating, y'all. If I could eat while I do these, I would, because before I even got on here, I'm like, oh man, my stomach is growling. But I wouldn't do that because we use an AirPod, and y'all do not want to hear me crunching on whatever we're eating while we do this. This is gorgeous. Look at that beautiful sparkle, all the hollow. Tiana, our 13-year-old German Shepherd can't keep up, and our 2 pugs are way too small. We'll probably hit the shelter as well. Yes, and please, Tiana, do not take that as you're shopping and sheltered, a shop, don't shop. You know what I mean? I was just saying, heights and lopes, that's what I've seen lately. I have a friend who breeds mini dachshunds, and they just got a new, color that I'm like, if you can get that color with a short hair and maybe a boy, I would be thrilled to give it a home. So again, please do not take that as that way. I was just saying that I do follow a local rescue, and the baby that they just brought in was gorgeous. So I didn't take it away at all. Okay, good. And I get it with the pugs. We have 2 German Shepherds at our neighbor's house, and they want to run with our pug all the time. And he does once lap on our fence, and he's tired and done with. And some days they go out and they just bark at him, and he says, nope, I don't want nothing to do with them. So I get it. Your pugs and your German Shepherds, they need some similar to each other. All right, that was our first coat of It's Rough Under the Covers, part of Vivi's Valentine's Duo. And we're going to go in with our second one now. Celebs, I'm coming live from Waffle House. Ooh, I'm jealous. That sounds delicious. Tana, we also bred for many years. We bred rare brindle pugs. Ooh, I have chugs. I have Chihuahua pugs. One is way more Chihuahua. She's just fat. And the other is way more puggy, but we don't have the breathing problems. He's got a longer snout and his eyes aren't so buggy. So I'd like to say we don't have the eye problems, but we did just deal with an ulcer. So that was a thing. Crystal says, hi, Celebs. Celeb says, hi. Jen says, Victorian Varnish, I got your package today. Alex loves the car. Thank you. Aw. All right. Second part of Vivi's Valentine's Duo is I have a problem with my liquor. This one is a pink sheer base loaded with pink to silver metallic flakes and ghost flakes. Perfect by itself or top it over. It's rough under the covers. And we are going to do just that. Hi, Jess. Let's see. Tammy says, yeah. Tiana says, Facebook page, Porky Pugs. Oh my gosh. Okay, I got to write that down because I need to see these Porky Pugs. Where did my Post-it notes go? All right, written it down because I will not remember that later as much as I want to. Hello, Melissa. Welcome. Tammy says, Chewy all the way. Slopes can attest. And Jess says, just in time for the magic of pink. Yes. All right, so this one is inspired by Tammy's Yorkie Chewy. Again, it says you can wear it by itself or as a topper. So we're going to do it by itself now. And then when we get our second coat of Life's Rough Under the Covers, we will do it on top of there. But for now, here is our first coat. This is so sweet. This is iconic Valentine's Day to me. You kind of have like the anti-Valentine's Day with like this deeper, darker, and then you have the bright, bubbly pop. Also, I feel like this would be really great for Wicked. I know that that's already out or will be out if you didn't go see an early release. I'm just going to say it's out because they had early releases every day this week. I saw it Monday, y'all. But I feel I get Wicked Glinda vibes here. So if you did like a watch party at home when it comes out and you do like both screenings, this would be a very, very Glinda polish. Tammy's is there like this. So you get the sultry vibes from Arlo, and then you get the spunky vibes from Chewy here. One is sweet, one is spicy. All right, okay, I can see that. This is super pretty. You have that beautiful shimmer in the background. And then, of course, you can already see the flakies on top of it. We've got silver metallic flakes, which look very much pink because of the pink sheer base. And then those ghost flakes are shimmering in there. Speaking of puppies, here comes Mr. Waffles. Hi, Bubba. All right, so that was our first coat as I have a problem with my liquor. Let's circle back and do our second coat of Enchanted Baubles. This one is their continuation on the Books, Botanicals, and Tea series. It is a sheer white shimmery base with a beautiful... Sorry, I totally lost my space. Beautiful violet, pink, peach, green, blue, gold at extreme angles, and then silver reflective glitter, and a dusting of malachite blue micro glitter. This one's $13.50 with a cap of $300. I love how those blue glitters just pop on this beautiful shimmery base. Very much snow bunny themed. All right, one of the dogs apparently wants out. I thought I had a waffle in here. I think he just literally ran down the hall to bang on the thing. Y'all, I'm going to yell for a second. Hey, check for possums. I say that because last night he ran like that to the door. We were literally I was eating an Oreo Reese's. I had never had one. I was like, oh, I'm going to try these tonight. And they looked at me. I'm like, y'all can't have this. It's chocolate. And usually they don't care. They still sit there staring at you. And he bolted to the door, hit the bell. And I'm like, okay, I guess you need out. And I was like, Maple, you want out? And before I could even finish the word, she was out the door too. I closed the door. And then a second later, I'm like, wait, why were they so eager? And then I see a giant possum in the middle of our backyard, and Waffles is like pouncing at him. He's like going over and coming back and going over. And I just yelled, get in the house. They both froze. It started taking off. It was a whole thing last night, y'all. So that's why I yelled, check for possums, because the way he ran, and they don't have noses, especially Waffles. He can't smell anything. So I don't think he smelled it. I don't know if maybe he heard it. It was really weird. It was so weird why he wanted to go out so instantly. And then just this giant possum. Jen says, I love this one. I do too, y'all. I'm so distracted by it. I'm just distracted by the dogs, but this is so shimmery, so gorgeous. Just says, does your dog ring the doorbell when he needs out? They do. We have a doorbell to go out and a doorbell to come back in. They've been really bad about the in part lately. They just kind of stare at the door until we go, oh, do you want in? But our last house had 3 doors you had to go outside, and you would never know they were ready to come in without that. So yes, they do have a bell that they hit with their paw to let us know when they want out. And sometimes when they want in, usually we just set an alarm on our phones or the robot in the house, so we don't forget to let them in, because they'll just literally stand there and stare at it sometimes. Tammy says, we have a raccoon and a possum. No more raccoons for me, please. And a random orange cat. Okay, we have a gray cat that's been in the backyard a few times lately. Here it is with the flash. Laura says, ooh, speaking of wildlife, did you see that raccoons are showing early signs of self-domestication? I did. Their snouts are getting shorter. I literally saw this afternoon. I also saw that some lady at Costco had one climb in her cart. Apparently it was just like checking everybody out, and animal control said it was fine and wouldn't get rid of it. So Costco had a worker that was just designated raccoon wrangler. It was supposed to keep it away from the road and away from people. And then this one just like climbed in someone's cart and was like, hey, those are Waffles. I want those. Anyways, raccoon stuff. I told Kyle to be ready because that will absolutely be happening. Yes, you can totally tame raccoons. You don't even have to wait that long. Like they're ready for you. You just got to take it slow. Tammy says, ooh, isn't it so pretty, y'all? This is so sparkly. I know we totally got so off subject here. Tammy says, that's also magic. My dog, no one ever accused her of being smart, just stares at you and barks. No matter what she needs, water, food, to pee, to cuddle, barks. That is, Mabel just screams at you in general. She's just like, hey, I want this. And then you have to figure it out. Waffles also does this thing. We literally were just like, why is your dog being weird? And he won't. Here is your label shot, by the way, of Enchanted Baubles. There's 2 coats, Victorian Varnish, Enchanted Baubles. He graze eats, like he won't like just scarf a meal down. And he's not like scheduled to eat. It's just when he wants to eat. Usually he eats after we eat. Like he has people food, and then he's like, all right, I'll eat dog food while I can still taste people food. He's very weird, y'all. But he'll just go sit in a random spot in the house. Like you'll realize he's not on the couch, and then you'll turn around and he's just sitting by the dining room table, and that's his sign for he wants to eat. He doesn't get up where he eats. He doesn't like throw his bowl at you. He doesn't bark. He just randomly hides in the house until you figure out that he's hiding, and that's his sign for, hey, I want food. So Melissa says that would be gorgeous on that dark blue. Ooh, yeah, over the Sassy. Let's do it. We're here. Let's do it. So that one is Sassy Sauce Dancing in the Dark. That is also coming to HHC December. Let's just real quick. I am going to wipe off the brush a little bit so we don't like completely cloud it, but let's just see. Ooh, yes. Okay. All right. So if you have a navy or a deep blue, like that's gorgeous, but also you could just pick up Sassy Sauce while you're shopping. Tammy says it may be too opaque. I don't know about too opaque, but I think it's gorgeous. It would be really pretty over black as well. Tammy says it works. It does. It's stunning. Hey, Lizmo. Your mama popped in here earlier. We did your stuff at the beginning of the live. I am obsessed with that bubblegum scent and the cupcake. Both are delicious. Okay, y'all, I already did a screenshot of this tonight. Yes, we did screenshot of Tammy's. Now let's go back and do our second coats of the Valentine's Duo. Yes, it smells amazing. You were spot on with the bubblegum scent and the big red scent, or not the big red, the Red Hots, which I actually said, y'all, it smells like Red Hots. And then I grabbed my VV Red Hots from over here, and then I read your description. So like, I felt like a winner tonight. I got all three of your scents right. Like I guessed them and they were spot on. So that was a big win. And then I smelled Tammy's and I was wrong on everything. All right, let's go in with our second coat of It's Rough Under the Covers from VV's something or other. My brain stopped. Valentine's Duo. Let's do our second coat, which deepened that and gave it so much more depth. I am going to do 2 again because we're going to put the flaky, the second part of this on top of it, per Tammy's directions. All right. There is a second coat. Look at how much deeper that got. And again, opacity. Oh, I didn't show you the opacity on this. Again, it is a white sheer shimmer. So this opaque swatch wheel is having probably an effect, but it's not bad. Oh, they're there. Hey, y'all, they rang the bell to come in. Who knows how long they sat there staring at it before someone went, we should ring that. But Lizmo, at least someone was here in my honor. The bubblegum was all Jalen's idea. Same with the Red Hots. Those were amazing, and they fit the scrunchies perfectly. It is such a fun duo, y'all. If you missed that part, definitely watch the replay, because that duo, they're adorable. And her Black Aura Scrunchie Plus, which is their continued series for HHC, is stunning too. So definitely go watch those, y'all. And those polishes are amazing. Okay, here is 2 coats of VV's. I have nope, sorry, it's rough under the covers. Again, this one is a hollow, so let me grab my flash. Lizmo says, that's amazing. I'll watch the replay. Yes, you'll have to. Jen, excuse me, ma'am. What is on your nails? The pink one. I have a pink on. Oh, I do have a pink on. Y'all, I've already forgotten what I did today. Look how sparkly that is. Ah, it's beautiful. Lizmo says, thank you. You're amazing. Well, thank you. I couldn't believe I got them right, y'all. Yeah, you know what? It's because they were nice, simple scents. They weren't like everything in the kitchen sink like Miss Tammy likes to do. No, I'm just kidding, Tammy. I love your stuff. It's just impossible for me to guess. Here's your screenshot of it's rough under the covers. And Jen, the red pink, it's pink on my right hand, is Cupcake Polish Special Sauce. I'll double check that name. It is, like I said, it's Cupcake Polish, and it is coming to their Black Friday sale, which is why I didn't do a live for it, because it showed up at my house last night. So it was a do ASAP kind of thing. Yes, Cupcake Polish Special Sauce. It's a beautiful pink jelly with gorgeous flakies. And look at that. It comes out November 24th on Cupcake Polish's website. I don't have a pricing on this, so don't ask me that. I just know that it is part of their Black Friday thing. So that is what's on my right hand and is matted. Also, I trimmed everything down today. I'm back to slightly shorter nails. I'm almost done with these 2 extensions. Like, they're just barely still there. I could have gone shorter, but I just didn't want to. So, okay. Tammy's second half of her duo is I have a problem with my liquor. Again, this is the Valentine's duo. It is $27, capped at 150 of them. I did not double read that description. I apologize. The it's rough under the covers is a smoky black jelly base loaded with intense red, violet, pink, peach, bronze, aurora shimmer, and a pawful amount of hollow. That's the one we just did. Now we're going to go in with our second coat of I have a problem with my liquor. This one is a pink sheer base loaded with pink to silver metallic flakes and ghost flakes. Perfect by itself or over top of its rough under the covers, which I'm going to do. Jen says it's so pretty, isn't it? Y'all, this one is Baja Blast. This is coming, it's again Cupcake Polish. This is coming to Polish Pickup in December. Ignore my dry cuticles. I was cleaning consoles right before this. I am obsessed with this color. I think she nailed the color of Mountain Dew Baja Blast. Super pretty. And okay, let's do the second coat here again. This is just, it's so pretty. It's just super bubbly. If you want to feel super bubbly that day, wear this and put on Lizmo's matching Valentine's scrunchie. Is that not Valentine's, y'all? Look at that. And then this is the one that has that bubblegum scent. It is the Sweet. That's the name of it, the Sweet, part of the duo. Is that not perfect? Oh, look at this. I love that all of this is working so well together. Tammy's went really well with Sassy Sauce. Now it goes really well with Lizmo's Creations. We just have the whole gang going on here. I'm also going to do a coat. I think this is probably dry enough. We're going to do it on here. And Jen says, oh my God, Ribbits, I'm going to wreck it. That has to be a Wreck-It Ralph reference. It is a Wreck-It Ralph. We have Wreck-It Ralph and Vanellope, which we will do those towards the end. I'm going to go into Colors to Carol's next because Carolina is in here and she's been so patiently waiting while I've been super ADD girl and jumping all over the tracks tonight. All right, here is a coat of I have a problem with my liquor over its Life is Rough under the covers, which Tammy says turns purple, and it does. Wow. Isn't that so pretty? Also, I'm sorry, I didn't show you all the opacity level here. Because it's like a pink jelly, I kind of like the semi sheerness to it. Like, I don't think I would want to do 3 coats. I think I would leave this at 2. Now, those flakies are a little chunky, so I would go in with a glitter smoother. So steamroller if you're using VB, glitter grabber if you're using Glistening Glow, and Colors to Carol has one, and my brain is failing me right now on what it's called. I'm so sorry, Carolina. I have it over here. Hello, is it you? The Leveler, that is Colors to Carol's. So there are tons of them out there, but I would go in with a glitter grabber over this because those flakies are chunky. But look at it over top of the other. Is that not beautiful? Melissa says gorgeous. Tammy sent heart eyes. Crystal says, ooh, I love the combo. I do too. And she's right. It does make it purple. You have this like burgundy-esque vampy, and then you have this bright bubbly pink, and then you have this middle tone purple. That's really pretty together. It's like 3 polishes instead of 2. We're calling this a trio. It's not a duo. It's a trio. I'm going to get you a label shot here. I have a problem with my liquor. You've got 1 coat over Life's Rough Under the Covers, 2 coats on its own. Again, that duo is $27 with a cap of 150 of them. So cute. All right, that wraps up the VV portion of a night. Remember, they also have their Lavish and Cozy Nights for $9. There's a cap of 60 of these available, and then the Tincture Duo in Cozy Nights and By the Fireside. This is $9 for the duo with a hard cap of 50 of these. So remember to also grab your Victorian Varnish bath and body items while you are shopping. Again, November HHC is still open through tomorrow, so head over there after this if you haven't yet this month, because there are tons of gorgeous things available right now too. This all goes on sale December 14th through the 21st. Wishlisting for this will start December 1st. You are so welcome, Tammy. You made some gorgeous, gorgeous polishes as always. All right, Miss Carolina has been so polite waiting. We're going to go into Colors to Carol's offerings next. So she also has a Valentine's duo. Hold please, I need to move papers. I need like a page turner to sit in here. I need Kevin to sit in here with me and just like turn my pages like someone playing the piano, so I can find my papers and info. All right. Colors to Carol has the Valentine's duo. We have Kiss and Polish. Look at these cute little hearts on here. I love this. And then First Crush. This is $24 for the duo. That's 120 duos available. Jen says, oh my goodness, the glitter. Jen, you're not even ready for this glitter. You're not ready for this glitter. I'm going to go and do the curly fur. Well, I was going to do this as a topper over it, but that doesn't make sense, so it doesn't really matter, does it? I'm going to do it in order of the paper because that makes it easier for my brain. So we're going to go. Tammy says, so beautiful, Carolina. Y'all, I'm obsessed with these. I'm obsessed. First of all, I just noticed the cute little smiley face heart. Adorable. All right, so First Crush is a topper. This one is a clear base with pink, white, fuchsia, teal, red, pink, and magenta glitter in various shapes and sizes, including stars, bars, hearts, and shreds. Horseshoes, magical, delicious. Sorry, y'all. I went into Lucky Charms mode there. All right, so we have our cute hearts, right? These are super cute. We have our cute blue stars. We have there's some pink stars. It got really weird. We have pink bars here, and then look at this bow. There is a freaking red bow, y'all. I can't get over the bows. Actually, there's a bow in this that we can see way, way, way easier. Look at the bows. Look at the bows. I'm obsessed. I don't think I've ever seen bow glitter before, and it's so cute. I'm definitely getting Minnie Mouse vibes. I love this. This is so cute. Carolina says, thank you. Jess says, love these. I do too. I'm obsessed with this glitter. We got to get this out of the bottle. We have to. This is so cute. All right. Now, Carolina packs her glitter toppers. Like, there is tons of glitter in here, but if you don't get what you want out of it, it's super duper easy to just put a little bit of this on. Y'all, we all have nail mats these days, but if you don't, grab a plastic Ziploc, grab a nail wheel, grab something, pull a little bit out, and then use a dotting tool. I will probably grab my cuticle pusher because it's handy right here if I need it, and just place a couple little glitters in there if you don't get what you want. It's super easy. It takes just a second to do. Totally worth it. I also, personal preference, when I'm using these kinds of toppers, I like to put them upside down on my table or usually in my lap while I'm doing my base color. And then that just helps the heavy glitters kind of float to the top so your brush grabs them. I'm going to go in with just a stroke. I'm not wiping anything off. Here is my brush. And we're just going to put this on here. We got stars. There's a heart. I see the heart. I see multiple hearts. Get off there, hearts. Yes, look at I had it off there, then it stuck back there, didn't it? There's a bow. See, if there's a bow on the brush, we can kind of just like play with it, place them where we want them, and then move stuff around. Look at that. We got all the shapes. Get up there. Y'all, there's little pink stars too. All right, we got blue stars, we got pink stars, we got a heart, we got a bow, and we have pink bars all on that one brush. Also, can we just acknowledge these together? Literally, everybody's doing the work this month. Everything goes together. Also, like, I feel like it would be so pretty over this one. This is so fun. I love Colors to Carol's glitter toppers. I think she does an amazing job with them. She has such fun adding all the different shapes of glitters in there, and it's all over my hand now. I can love it for the rest of the night. But I just love the way she does her glitters. And again, she packs them in there, so you don't have to fish for things. Everything just came right out on my brush. So that was one coat of First Crush by Colors to Carol. Again, this is the Valentine's Duo. The second half of her Valentine's Duo is Kiss and Polish, again with that super cute heart background on there. You got the little smiley heart. This is adorable. We have had a little settling. Again, this was shipped to me about a month ago. So, you know, this is what happens in polish and shipping. This is described as a soft periwinkle crelly with pink, white, fuchsia, teal, red, pink, and magenta glitter in various shapes and sizes, including stars, bars, hearts, and shreds. So this is the same glitter in the topper, but it is in the crelly base. So if you love the crelly and you want these fun glitters, then you just grab the topper and you use those fun glitters. So you can make any color with the fun glitters. I love it. Carolina says, I love making toppers. I love your toppers. I do. I think they're so fun. I think a lot of brands steer away from the crazy glitters because some people just don't like them. I love them. I think they are so much fun. You know what, really quick before I put this on, I am going to grab my magnet and I'm going to pull some of those glitters off of there because it has settled. So that is to no fault of Carolina's. That is just what happens with shipping. Can I get the mixing ball? There we go. So what I like to do is just take a strong nail magnet and then I just get that mixing ball. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. You can kind of see it doing it. I just kind of give it a good mix and it helps pull those glitters off of the side and work them in more. You could throw this on a vortex mixer if you have one. I personally find it better to like mix up separated polish versus this. I like to use it to get things off the sides like this. So I'm just going to give her a quick little mixy and get it mixed back into that base. You also could just shake the crap out of it, roll it through your hands, all it will work. I like the magnet. I think the magnet technique works. We did move stuff back into that base a little bit better. Now I'm going to go in. Again, I'm not going to fiddle with anything. I'm not going to play to get anything out. I'm just going to pull my brush out. And what we get is what we get here. Of course, it's acrylic, so you would wipe your brush off a little bit so you're not overloading your finger. I see a star there. We did get some of these big shreds. There is a heart on my brush, so if I wanted that, which we're gonna do it, I'm just gonna take my cuticle pusher. Y'all, this is not easy to do on camera. This would definitely be easier with a dotting tool. Hello. And if I was left-handed. Okay, so I just pulled that heart right off of the brush, and then we're just going to stick it on. Boom. Look how easy that was. And it took 4 seconds. So don't let glitter crellies and big shaped glitters scare you. You can totally make them work however you want them to. Look how cute that is. I'm excited to see this in a second layer, to see that periwinkle base build up a little bit more. This is super sweet. This definitely is a Valentine's polish. I'm getting like, these are making me think of the old like stick-on earrings. Do y'all remember those? I love it. It's very nostalgic, kind of Polly Pocket vibes. Very cute. let's do, well, I guess I should shut this bottle before I knock it over. Again, that was a first coat of Kiss and Polish. Let's go back and do a second coat of First Crush, so you can just see how that topper builds up on its own. Again, I'm just going to pull my brush out. I'm not going to wipe anything off. I'm not going to hunt for anything. I'm just going to get it out of here. And what we get is what we get. I definitely saw a star. There is some larger bars still up there towards the top. So if we kind of play with it, there you go. You can get them where you want them. Cute. I still can't get over the bow. Absolutely love the bow, y'all. This is so much fun. I love this. And if you are afraid of glitters because of the removal, you can totally use a peel-off base coat. Tons of brands have them. Colors to Carol has a latex version called Gluey, and she just released, which I don't think I have it over here. I think it's over in my PR box. She just released a water-based peel-off base as well. So throw that underneath and then do your glitter toppers so you can peel them off rather than have to fight with acetone and cotton balls. Super, super fun. I love this. I want to do this over like a bright green. That is 2 coats of First Crush from Colors to Carol's Valentine's Duo. Again, the Duo is $24. There's a cap of 120 of them, and it only comes as the Duo. Peel and Go. Yes, thank you, Carolina. That is her water-based peel-off base coat is Peel and Go. All right, now let's go into the second half of that duo, which is Kiss and Polish. It is the beautiful periwinkle Crelly with pink, white, fuchsia, teal, red, pink, and magenta glitters in various shapes and sizes, including stars, bars, hearts, and shreds. It's the same glitter that's in our topper, just in that periwinkle base. Here we are with a second coat. Yes, the periwinkle really built more in that second coat. Again, you're gonna want a glitter smoothing top coat with this, with both of these, which Colors to Carol has the Leveler, or there are tons of other brands out there. I love the blue star, how it pops in that periwinkle. Opacity level, I'm not mad at it 2. You might want 3. If you have a strong visible nail line, or you could use a blurring base or a color correcting base. These are so much fun. I absolutely love this. This is very much my vibe. Just like throw your craft closet at me, and that's what I'm into, y'all. Sparkles and glitter and craziness. These are an absolute blast. Let me get you a label shot of that one. That is our second coat of Kiss and Polish. These are adorable. All right, so that was Colors to Carol's Valentine's Duo, $24, cap of 120. They also will be offering the Cosmic Witch, which is a continuation on their Witching Hours series. I don't have it to show y'all. The description is a deep violet indigo with silver hollow micro glitter, hollow silver dots, and silver hollow moons. Y'all, this sounds so cute. It is going to be $13.50 with a cap of 100, so definitely make sure you go check out the wish list when it opens on December 1st, or join the Hella Handmade Creations Facebook group so you can see the spoiler thread on there when it goes up in just a little bit, because that sounds super cool too. And Carolina says instant nail art. Yes, it is. You can totally throw the topper on anything or use the Crelly, and you don't need to stamp or draw or worry about a design at all. This does all the work for you. So absolutely adorable. I love these. I can't wait to swatch this and honestly just wear these, y'all, because this is so cute. Like, I'm already picturing Valentine's mayonnaise with these. Love them. Thank you, Carolina. These are fantastic. And that concludes our Colors to Carol. So let's go to our Ribbits next. I don't have a rhyme or reason. It's just in my hand. So that's what I'm going to do next. We're going to go into Ribbit Stickits. They are continuing their 100 Years of Magic series. This one is inspired by Wreck-It Ralph. So we have You're My Hero, which is Vanellope. And then we have I'm Gonna Wreck It, which is Ralph. So Jen was correct. We have a Wreck-It Ralph. You are so welcome, Carolina. Thank you for sending me these to show off. Again, y'all definitely make sure you go check out Cosmic Witch when the spoilers go up for that, because it sounds absolutely amazing. All of Carolina's polishes are, so just remember that she does have a third offering coming too. I'm gonna do You're My Hero first, because the others are magnetic. Or maybe I should do the magnetic. Y'all, I'm bad at this job. I don't know. I'm doing it. We're going with You're My Hero first. It's in my hand. It's a teal base with green to blue shimmer and crystal chameleon flakes. This one's gonna be $13.50 with a cap of $75. You can see that gorgeous shimmer in there. Getting a little ahead of myself. I'm just excited to open it, honestly. All right, here we go. First coat of You're My Hero. I think this 100% matches Vanellope's outfit. I love that shimmer to it. Then you can see those crystal chameleon flakies just kind of shift color as well. Opacity level, it's not bad in one. We definitely need a second, but Ribbits stuff is usually opaque on the second coat, so I'm not worried about it. Jen says love, isn't it super pretty? The shimmer is just slightly larger particle. So it gives you that glitter sparkle without the glitter if you're not a glitter fan. Lovely. So that is You're My Hero. And then their second polish that they're offering is I'm Gonna Wreck It. This one is a deep red-brown base with red-orange magnetic pool. It's going to be $13.50 with a cap of $75. Here it is with the magnet. If we can get it to cooperate. Y'all know how the air bubble likes to play up. Ooh, look at how fiery that is. Absolutely gorgeous. We are going to grab our glamour gear here so I can do it in both the bar magnet and a velvet look for you. All right, get everything set. I'll zoom y'all in just, excuse me. I'll zoom you in a little bit so you can see what's happening. All right, so again, this is I'm Gonna Wreck It. Here is our first coat. Now, again, it's on a clear swatch stick that has an opacity difference. Here it is quickly unmagnetized. I don't want to play around too much. I'm going to set it down and boom, you can see that bar already. I do feel like this is kind of a jelly-esque base, so I'm not sure how the opacity level is going to be on the second coat. Again, I have to remember we're on a clear stick, which does mess with the opacity a bit. But I do wonder, whoa, I totally almost threw that across the room. All right, I'm going to set that down in the velvet zone. We're going to let it set for a minute. And honestly, I think while that sets, we're going to do our second coat of the Vanellope inspired polish because I'm impatient. So we're going to go back in with You're My Hero on the swatch wheel. This one was our teal base with green to blue shimmer crystal chameleon flakies, while the Wreck It polish sets. Here is our second coat. And I am really happy with the opacity level of that. It gives me like jade vibes with the shimmer to it. Again, you can see all that beautiful shimmer, and then the chameleon flakies just kind of twinkle and dance there. It's a really beautiful polish, and it does go with Vanellope. I said in the beginning, I love Wreck-It Ralph. Absolutely obsessed with that movie when it came out. And I think she nailed the inspiration here. Also, her and Golly Oodalali tend to do some similar themed things. So I'm very excited to see what Golly does for an item for Wreck-It Ralph. Here is your screenshot of 2 coats of You're My Hero. Again, this one is going to be $13.50 with a cap of 75. Set that up out of the way, and then we're going to go in, we're going to take a look at our first coat of I'm Gonna Wreck It. You can see, I feel like I'm distracting with these glitters on my finger, but they ain't coming off, yeah. All right, you can see that line. Now, because it is a fiery red-orange line on the brown base, it's not as much of a contrast. Okay, well, that was not helpful at all. Where's my... I don't know, I just threw it on the floor. I want something white here. All right, here. I want to kind of show it with more of a blank background. So I hope the second coat really draws that line more, which it usually does. I'm concerned on the jelly base if we're going to need 3 coats, but we shall see together. I'm going to put that down. We'll take a look at the velvet, which usually the velvet just looks better on the second coat anyways, but we will look at it. I am again going to put that white card behind it just to make it easier to see. Yeah, the velvet, you can see a little bit of it there, but the velvet usually comes out way more on the second coat. So let's go ahead and do our second coats. Again, this one is I'm Gonna Wreck It, and it is a deep brown base with red-orange magnetic pull. I still feel like we're slightly on the jelly vibe here, so I'm kind of thinking maybe well, maybe not. I don't know. Here it is unmagnetized, because y'all know I'm a big believer in not magnetizing a magnetic polish. If you don't feel like it, or you don't want to, or you like it as is, just because it says magnetic doesn't mean you have to magnetize it. Let's do our second coat for our velvet one. And I think while this sets, we will do our LynB first coat. So again, we're not staring and watching paint dry. That is my personal preference here. So LynB Designs has What's Your Angle? And this is a continuation on their aquarium theme, I believe. It is inspired by a Watanabe angelfish. I could have said that totally wrong, y'all. I'm not sure. This is going to be $13.50 with a cap of 150 of them available. It is a plum brown base with blue to indigo to purple shifting shimmer. The plum brown is kind of what I was thinking. I think I said it was going to be a smoky purple, so it's I kind of guessed that right, but let's see it out of the bottle. Yeah, it is. It's that kind of smoky, almost sepia tone base. And then it has that high impact shimmer in it. So you have the blue to purple shifting shimmer in that purple brown base. Obviously we need a second coat, which is just going to show that shimmer off even more. This is very, very sparkly. Oh, that shimmer is beautiful. And I got more polish on my finger, so it's a super alive now. Very, very pretty. So that was one coat of LynB Designs, What's Your Angle? And we'll go back and do the second one after we show Ribbits finished magnetic here. All right, so that was one coat of What's Your Angle from LynB. Let's go back to Ribbits. This is the I'm Gonna Wreck It. So it's that deep brown base with the red magnetic line. Laura says the shimmer in that LynB, it's gorgeous. All right, so opacity wise, you know, because that pink is making it blend in, let's do it over here over the teal. I feel like we're kind of jelly vibes. I feel like a third coat would be better. I know that the clear swatch stick is having an effect on that, but I just feel like it's slightly jelly. So when I do my swatches, I typically like to stick to 2 coats so you can see what it's like in 2 coats. If I feel like it is too sheer, I will do a third, or maybe I'll do a third on one nail. I'll always put that information in my descriptions of my posts, so keep an eye out for that. I do think that the magnetic pull shows up way more on the second coat. You know what? I'm going to grab that white card again. Yeah, I definitely think the shimmer, you see that magnetic line way more on the second coat. So the contrast is there. I just worry about the opacity level. It may end up being a 3-coater. We will see when I swatch it. All right, and then here is our velvet. Wow. Okay, so definitely shows the velvet way more in the second coat. You can see that beautiful shimmer just pop in there. It makes me think of like rubies, just the sparkle of it. Again, our opacity level. I feel like a 3rd coat would make it better, or maybe put it over a reddish base. But the velvet's beautiful. Excuse me, y'all. And I think the glass bead effect, which I will do with this, I think will be stunning. Gorgeous. Let me do your label shot. All right, here it is. It's kind of hard to see with that jelly base. You've got, I'm going to wreck it in 2 coats, velvet on top, bar on bottom, and they are definitely stuck together right now. This one is $13.50 with a cap of 75. And then again, Ribbits is offering the option to buy them as a duo for $26. There's a cap of 25 duos, so you can purchase these ones separately. But if you want to save a little bit of money and just you have one click with it, you can buy these as a duo for $26. Let me unstick those. Ugh, okay, now let's go back to that LynB and do our second coat. Again, this is What's Your Angle? And it is inspired by the Watanabe, I'm probably still saying that wrong, angel fish, my goodness gracious. It is a plum brown base with blue to indigo to purple shifting shimmer. It's going to be $13.50 with a cap of 150. Here is our second coat, which does just deepen that shimmer. It makes it like a very deep, sultry base. Makes me think like bottom of the ocean. You know, when it's just the dark glowiness. Where the anglefish, is that what that anglefish? Man, Laura, you helped me figure it out last time. You guys know the really dark fish that has a blue glowy ball from Finding Nemo. The deep depths of the ocean where they hide. That's what I'm thinking of. Opacity. I don't hate it in 2. Again, if you have a very strong visible nail line, you may want a blurring base or 3 coats. I don't think I'm going to have problems in 2 on my natural, especially with how high intensity that shimmer is. Jess says grunge, love it. Yes, it does have that grungy, smoky. Yes, the anglerfish, so cute. Thank you, Laura. It's a very, very pretty polish. Let me get y'all a label shot of it, and then I'll give you another screenshot of the info sheet here, and that will wrap us up tonight. All right, here is 2 coats of What's Your Angle. Laura says, I love this one. That shimmer is just so intense on there. Super pretty. All right, let me move this out. I'm going to zoom y'all out. Here is the info form again. If anybody wants to screenshot that or miss the screenshot, I wonder, I can't fit. I was like, can I fit the swatch wheel in there? I can't fit the swatch wheel in there. So, but just a quick recap. We had our Sassy sauce, Valentine's duo, which included that topper / built up of Pricked by Cupid. That's this beautiful shimmery purple flaky. And then it also had the thermal, which was that deep plum base, high polish obsessed. So it was that deep plum base. I just realized we're not zoomed in anymore, so that's why it's not focusing. All right, this was the deep plum base. It is, I have my heart on my sleeve, and if we dip it in the hot water, which I'm going to do off camera, I turned off my mug warmer. All right, it goes clear, y'all. I am so sorry. Apparently my mug warmer, either I turned it off or the auto turned off, so it goes clear. It's gorgeous. check back in the beginning of the video if you want to see that. And then we also have the gorgeous blue, ignore the fact that I put a topper on top of it, Dancing in the Dark. So 3 gorgeous things coming from Sassy Sauce. You have Victorian Varnishes, Enchanted Bauble, and then her Valentine's Duo, which is Life is Rough Under the Covers, and I have Trouble Controlling My Liquor, and then I have that topped on top of the Life is Rough, plus her tincture and lavish offerings. You have Colors to Carol's beautiful Valentine's Duo in First Crush and Kiss and Polish. That's available, as well as her Cosmic Witch, which is $13.50 with a cap of 100. It's a deep violet indigo with silver hollow micro glitter, hollow silver dots, and silver hollow moons. I don't have that one to show y'all. I stuck my hand in LynB's just now, apparently. We have Ribbits, You're My Hero right here, as well as, I'm just going to grab one of the magnets. Swatches. This is I'm Gonna Wreck It. It has that red magnetic line. And then of course LynB is gorgeous one that I just mutilated, but you can still see it on this side. It's still pretty over here, right? Just only this side's its good side. This is What's Your Angle from LynB Designs. So tons of gorgeousness, and this is just a snippet of all the offerings that will be available on the website. So definitely go check it out for other brands. As I've said in the beginning of the live, the shop is still open with November's offerings through tomorrow night. So if you haven't checked it out, go do that now. And everything I've shown tonight is for December. Let me flip you all around so you're not staring at an empty screen. So everything I showed you tonight is for HHC December. So it will go on pre-order December 14th through the 21st. Wishlisting will start December 1st for these items. Again, I know it's strange doing it while the shop is still open with November, but due dates and the way that I do my lives with the live unboxing and first impressions, I kind of have to show them before deadlines, and somebody here, I don't remember who it is, has a deadline of tomorrow. So that means I open it tonight. Tomorrow morning I will wake up and swatch it and then upload my photos to that brand so that they are on time. Or I'll probably upload tomorrow night, which makes me slightly on time, but it's still on time. It's still in my time zone. I try my best, y'all, but that's just part of my lives and doing first reactions with all of you. So yes, lots of beautiful things coming. Also we have, I'm sorry, I did my recap, and because it wasn't polish related, I forgot about Lizmo's. So you have the Black Aura Scrunchie Plus with its cupcake, frosted cupcake scent, and then the Scrunchie Plus Duo for Valentine's Day, collabed with Got Nail, and it is the sweet and the spicy. So you have a bubblegum scent and a cinnamon scent, and again, you only get this as the duo. So Lizmo also has their stuff, and she has the 6mm cutie pin, which is the giant refillable one. So don't forget about Lizmo's creations offerings as well. So Carolina says thank you so much, Carolina. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me. I know that this was a long one and a bit sporadic and all over the place. I am still finding my bearings on doing multi-brand lives and figuring out how to do them. So I thank you all for bearing with me and hanging out. If you catch this on a replay either here or over on my YouTube channel, leave me a comment. I do respond to all of the comments. And yeah, I hope everyone has a wonderful night. I'm gonna go eat some dinner, and then I have to go do a project at work. It's gonna be a very long night for me. I hope that y'all's nights aren't as long, and that you have a wonderful rest of your week since it's already Thursday. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye.